Alright, welcome to the first edition of, well, we don't really have a name for it yet. I'll just call it the Rock Show for now, or Rock Corner with Josh, I don't know. Something I wanted to do for a while to showcase some of the different stones and crystals and minerals and whatnot that I sell, and also that I'm into and know a lot about. So thought we'd start today and we'll talk about Moldavite here. Some of you may already be familiar with Moldavite. Here are some various pendants that we have for sale. So this one here has a Ethiopian opal in it. The one on the right up here has a Herkimer diamond, you can see there. Herkimer diamonds are quartz that are found in a specific area in Herkimer, New York. They're found in other places in the world, but they can only be called Herkimer diamonds if they come from that area in Herkimer, New York. Here's one we have that has raw peridot, raw opal, and Moldavite. This one has peridot, faceted, Moldavite, garnet, and Ethiopian opal. This is just a big old honking pyramid one here. That's one of my favorite pieces we have. And this one has peridot and has a yoga pose, or meditation pose rather. It's all the same thing. And then here we have another one, just Moldavite. And then we have some little specimens as well, small pieces. This year, in fact, 2015 is the year they've been saying that Moldavite is going to start significantly raising in price. It's only ever been found one place in the world, in Czechoslovakia. It's from an ancient meteorite, and it's one of the. To me, they say it's one of the most powerful stones. To me, it is the most powerful stone. It's the one crystal that if you have somebody who's reluctant to crystal energy or that kind of thing, if you give them one of these stones, they can feel it. And every stone is different. Every one of them has a similar but different energy to them. And you got to get this stuff while you can, folks. We have a nice selection here of these for sale. If you're interested in any of these, you can leave a comment in the section of the video, and I'll give you a price and let you know how you can go about purchasing them. But we have a lot of these for a really good price because I bought them before they started going up. So if you get them now, I can start giving you good prices before they start going up again. But like I said, the one place where they're located at, the mine got taken over a few years ago, and they're using some not so good methods to go about obtaining the Moldavite, so they're breaking all the larger pieces into small pieces. So it's getting harder and harder to get bigger pieces. But it's a very powerful stone. A third eye stone, relates to the third eye, which is the sixth chakra. They call it the stone of transformation. You can put it under your bed. It'll enhance your dreams, healing. I mean, it's just a magical, truly alien stone. They don't even, the scientific community doesn't even negate the fact that it's an extraterrestrial stone in origin. And Moldavite is what's known as a Tektite. Now, even though it came from a meteorite, it's not technically a meteorite, because a meteorite is generally made out of iron or some other heavy metal. What a Tektite is all the liquid and gaseous stuff that's coming off a big fireball like that. It's what happens when it comes into the atmosphere and then cools and solidifies like glass. Now, it's similar to Libyan desert glass, which we also have, which is even harder to get than Moldavite is, and even more metaphysically powerful. The Egyptians knew the power of it and carved it. The interesting thing about Libyan desert glass is that even though they call it a Tektite, no meteorite impact has ever been found. And they've used ground-penetrating radar in the area. I mean, it's 4 or 5 hours one-way trip through sand to get to where you can get any of the Libyan desert glass. And if you get out there trying to acquire it and you're not successful, they can't just come and get you. So Libyan desert glass is an anomaly because they really don't know how it's formed. But my theory, my opinion of it is the land in which that thing hit is a desert now, but at the time it wasn't a desert, it was a great sea. And that's why they didn't find any impact crater, because it impacted the water, and then the rest of it sunk down to the bottom to what's now sand. Okay, here are some of our rings we have. We have some Moldavite rings. These are all genuine 925 nickel-free sterling silver. And we'll just go slowly here so you can get a look at it. If you want pictures of any of these, you want to know sizes, leave a comment and I will get more information to you. This one I really like. We got this one recently. It's faceted with a whole bunch of blue Ethiopian fire opals. Look at that. I mean, it's just stunning. These are powerful rings. When you wear Moldavite, you really feel its power. We also have Libyan desert glass. Jewelry is rare. You hardly ever see Libyan desert glass in jewelry. We have 2 rings here. This one is really a man-sized ring. I mean, this is a huge one. Look at that. I mean, it's even big for my big beefier fingers. And most of the rings we have are not. Most of the rings we have are smaller sizes, lady size. We have some that'll fit men if you have smaller fingers. Pinky fingers, some ring fingers. But that's a good one right there, the triangular shaped one. If you're a guy and you got big fingers, or a lady has big fingers, that's the ring you want to get. I mean, you want to talk about powerful. It's powerful like the Moldavite is, but see all that brown stuff in there? That's iridium, which they're now trying to mine to make warp drives and all that kind of stuff. And we have this one too. This is a bigger, nicer piece, but it's a little small lady finger. I think that's like a size 6 or something. And we have lots of other rings here for sale too, but we're not going to talk about all those today. But if you see anything you like, feel free to let us know. And check out our Facebook page, Let There Be Rocks. We'll put a link here to it. If you're looking for something particular and we don't have it, I can get anything you're looking for. And I mean just about anything, as long as you got the money. So let me know if there's a specific thing you want, a specific piece of Moldavite, a larger piece, anything like that. I just require half of whatever the amount is up front, and then the rest once I order it and get it in. Okay, and here's some more of the Libyan desert glass here. These are a couple of pieces that we have for sale. This one's 112.3 grams. You can see all the sand and the iridium in that. It's a nice piece there. But this one is the mother lode. This is the biggest one I've ever seen, much less ever had in my possession. This is one I don't even really want to sell, because I'll probably never get another one this big. Like I said, this stuff's extremely hard to get. And to get one this large and thick, look at that, is even more rare. This piece goes for, this is what they would consider a museum piece, because it'll sit up on its own, as you notice. See that? It'll sit up on its own without a stand. This piece goes for $350 right here, which is actually a steal. But if you want a piece of Libyan desert glass, do some research on it. There's some documentaries on YouTube about Libyan desert glass too. Look that up and watch some of those. There is no finer piece of Libyan desert glass. I promise you, I've looked. I've been to gem and mineral shows. I just got lucky and picked this one up a while back. But yes, it is for sale. As is all the stuff on here. What else was I going to show you? Libyan desert glass. Seems like there was something else over here. We got so much stuff. Anyway, we'll do more videos and talk about more rocks later. This is just part 1. Okay, I remember what it was. Herkimer diamonds. We discussed those earlier. And same thing here again. I mean, with the Libyan desert glass. We've just been lucky to get some nice pieces through the years. This is a twin set of Herkimer diamonds we have for sale here. They also call these golden healers because of their healing properties. And these are no joke, especially if you use them in conjunction with other crystals. Quartz enhances and makes any effect by any crystal, it makes it that much more powerful. It amplifies. It's an amplifier. And these two are being sold as a set. $150 for the set, which is just an absolute monster still. Look at the size of this thing. Look at that, folks. That's a Herkimer. That whole solid thing is one solid Herkimer diamond. Look at that. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Most of them are about that size. You get both of them for $150, which is really a steal. This is really about $350 worth of rocks. But look at that. That's another one. I mean, this is just, it's museum quality. Look how big that Herkimer is. And it's a good one, too, because it'll sit up on its own like that. And you can set this other little guy next to it or have him in a different location. Hell, get one for yourself and give somebody else one. Anyway, we'll talk about more rocks in other editions. Josh Reeves, signing out.